seconds, you're about to experience something breathtaking. Shortly, I'll make you try something called mesmerizing questions that are known to overflow a man's senses with obsession chemicals, making him feel so emotionally weak for you that he won't be able to help but chase you like a man possessed. And it'll all happen in under 90 seconds. Here's how. Try to think of a man you secretly desire, or the one who lost interest in you, or even that man who ignored you, pulled away, or just plain turned you down. Now grab your phone and text him 2 mesmerizing questions that I'll share with you soon. The moment these questions sink deep into his mind, he will feel a sudden addictive desire consume him from his head right down to his toes. A few more minutes and now he'll be completely mesmerized by you, unable to draw back, unable to resist you, and will hopelessly declare that you're the only one he'll devote himself to for the rest of his life. And all this will happen in a single fun-filled evening by just asking him simple little questions. That man who was ignoring your calls and texts will now find himself irresistibly falling for you and chasing you around the clock. If you're single, then every amazing man will feel magnetized to you by some sort of unfathomable attraction. That man who wanted to sleep around will now pledge to be a one-woman man for you. That unloving husband or boyfriend will suddenly be filled with so much love, fire, and passion that he'll worship you like a goddess. And that ex-lover who left you many months or years ago will now spend all his time thinking, wondering, and planning on how to get you back. I know this may sound a little too amazing, but it is 100% true. I know this because I have experienced it firsthand myself. I am not too proud of this now, but only a little while ago I was popularly known as the King of the Fling. I was a proud womanizer who looked at commitment as a disease that I never wanted to catch. In fact, my life was way too exciting to get trapped around just one woman. Then something happened one day that made my life suddenly shift on its axis. It was a regular Saturday evening for me when I somehow found myself in the middle of this dance party. This party was unique because every 5 minutes you were matched up with a new female partner present there. Excited with all the options on my plate, I casually scanned the room when my eyes fell upon this sinfully gorgeous blonde. My mouth secretly started to salivate as I glanced at her sexually alluring curved hips, inviting legs, and a tremendously stunning face. I just couldn't take my eyes away from her, and just then, the buzzer rang. And I found myself utterly shocked because right in front of me was this woman possibly in her late 40s named Natalie. I started to slowly shake my head as she didn't look anything like the sinfully gorgeous blonde I was expecting to dance with. Natalie was a little short, had a few gray strands of hair shielding her forehead with a bit of double chin. My mind automatically went, "Oh, hell no," on the spot, but then I told myself, look, it's only 5 minutes, eventually you'll get to that cute blonde. As I reluctantly started to dance with her, she came close to my ear and asked me something so mesmerizing that my face turned hot, my lips burned, and my heart started to race. Suddenly, I felt possessed with a strong desire for her that I couldn't explain. It grew deeper and deeper until I just shamelessly stared almost like I was photographing her with my eyes. I found myself so consumed by her sweet words that 5 minutes turned into 20, and 20 minutes turned into several hours. Somehow, I felt connected to her in a way I had never experienced with another woman. And just when I thought the evening was over, she asked me another alluring question, and now I just couldn't stop myself. I held her soft hands in the most loving gesture and declared, "Honestly, I could dance with you for hours and get lost in you forever." And then I said the unthinkable. I shamelessly declared, "There is something about you I can't explain. It's like you are the part that was missing in my life." Over the next few days, my feelings for her started to come in waves, higher and higher. She would send me an innocent question over text, and I would find myself craving to see her more than ever. calling her every hour of every day. It all started with randomly surprising her with cute romantic gestures and sending her flowers with sweet love notes. But I wanted to make her feel even more special. So I lathered her with gifts, would steal her for romantic getaways, and even introduced her to my family. And then suddenly I felt it. I knew it in my heart of hearts that this was the woman for me. One evening, we were snuggled up together on my front porch watching the stars twinkle. Everything was so surreal. Suddenly, she nuzzled in closer to me and I could feel her soft warmth and started to lose myself in her sweet, subtle smell. I knew that moment was perfect. So I gently held her hand and as I kissed her fingers individually, I lovingly declared, "Whenever you are around, I completely lose myself and time flies by. Even the entire eternity isn't long enough when it comes to the time I want to spend with you. I can't see tomorrow without you in it. I want you to be mine for life." And almost shockingly, the smile on her face disappeared completely, and she suddenly broke into tears and said, "I have something I need to get off my chest. You might think this sounds crazy, but I've been learning subtle secrets of winning over any man using innocent little questions and might have used a